For my family, gotta build a legacy. I'ma be the man when I'm dead. Work too hard, I can't slip up, so I'm clutching tight on this lead.
What's going on, everybody? CW Entertainment back with another F122. We are back here on the My Team Career Series, coming off of an interesting race down at the Miami Grand Prix. It looks like we were going to be settling in for about a P14 there, and unfortunately we ran out of gas, and yeah, we ended up dropping all the way down to P18 as we came across the finish line. So that was not fun. Didn't really expect to see that, we were going to end up losing fuel. Boy, I still don't understand how that track burns up so much fuel. Like I said, I believe at the end, they overload the car with 4 extra laps of fuel. So it's kind of crazy that there is that much that track is burning up. But it is what it is, it'll all be good. Today we have the Spanish Grand Prix, though. We headed out to Spain and we'll see what we can do there. But without further ado, we always got some housekeeping to do and see what we got to do with the team activities. Alright, so we're going to go with the durability equipment upgrade. It'll give us plus 5% on the morale for durability department. And it'll give us 30 resource points. We're also going with power department focus. It is going to drop the morale of the others, but it'll be alright. I don't think we really have much going on in those departments right now at the moment. Although right now our focus is going to be strictly trying to figure out our powertrain and hopefully getting that a little bit better. So it'll give them a boost of morale, and it'll also give us another 30 resource points. Also put some time into our driver promotion filming, so we'll get some driver acclaim here, and we'll also do simulated training for our second driver, Teo, because he kind of needs to get his butt in gear and start figuring some things out. Hasn't really went too well for him so far to start. And like I mentioned, we are going to be focusing a little bit more on our powertrain, so we are going to try and get, I don't know, we're either going to go, I don't know if we want to go build time, or do we want to go ahead, well, we can't even do the resource point generation, so I guess we'll probably go ahead and put in build time. So it'll help, some things get done quicker. Fabrication is something that's also might be important. We may wait. We're not far from that, of being able to unlock that one. So I think we actually are going to wait for the next, just need a little bit over 500,000 to be able to cover that. So yeah, we'll wait until we get that. Build time, sure, that would be beneficial as well, but we're good for the moment. And we take a look on R&D side of things. Aston Martin has actually passed us again, so we're still in second to last. And I think I said one time second. Yeah, when I said that, I meant at the bottom. We're at the bottom. We're just ahead of Williams. So we take a look here. Yeah, Aston Martin, they caught us in that last race, so they are past us. So hopefully our upgrades can get us back past in front of them. Williams still kind of teetering here at the bottom. We're not separating away from them just yet, but we are a little bit. We just kind of split right dab in the middle between them and Aston Martin. AlphaTauri is starting to lose a lot of ground to McLaren. Alpine and Alfa Romeo kind of catching up one another, and Mercedes is starting to catch up to Red Bull now. They are just underneath them, so that's going to be something to keep an eye on. And Ferrari is just taking off at the moment. They must have got some major upgrades that came through and really allowing them to get up there. But let's take a look at our R&D and see if there's really anything we can do here. It's not much. We only have 584 coming into this because we spent to get our streamlined suspension arms at the end or during the race weekend. So that's part of the reason why we don't have any R&D points at the moment. But so far we're just hoping these end up coming in for us, no problem. I'm not sure if these were the ones that failed or not, but yeah, we're hoping we have things coming. Yeah, I believe they are the ones that failed. So hopefully we do get some stuff. We're not able to get the ECU just yet. That will help with our fuel efficiency, and maybe we won't run out of gas this time. So that would be nice. Yeah, really, it's not much we can do really on the R&D side of things. Yeah, So yeah, it's these couple parts. I believe spark plugs and the ICE failed last time. Chassis, I don't know that one. I don't think that one failed. So hopefully that one comes through with no issues. Would be a good upgrade to our chassis department for us. And it also would actually push us past Aston Martin in that front. Powertrain, like I said earlier, you guys look how far down we are. The spark plugs will help, but it's not gonna help enough to really jump us in front of the next team, which is AlphaTauri. We are way down here. We chose the Renault engine just because I wanted to be a little bit different and, just kind of be different than other people. Because a lot of people going to need the Red Bull or Mercedes, and some will probably even spend all the money on the Ferrari engine. So it's kind of why. So I know there's going to be challenges, so it does make it a little bit tougher. Then our aero department, actually not too bad. This upgrade comes in, man. We're gonna shoot up past Alfa Romeo potentially, and then you may even have a shot at passing AlphaTauri up there. Just depends, if they make any upgrades to them as well. But yeah, that's really it for the R&D side of things. Engine wise, still looking solid. We're at these back portion of the components before, you know, we took that grip, and I don't remember which race it was, but yeah, we take also a look here at the standings. Verstappen leads the way from Carlos Sainz by 5 points, even though Ferrari is still leading the Constructors' Championship. But Verstappen trying to hold on for back-to-back opportunities to win it. Red Bull with 145, so they're just 5 points behind Ferrari, so he's definitely coming on. Perez starting to do a little bit better, not having those issues where he's not making it into the points. And for us, yeah, we're just sitting in ninth. Hey to Aston Martin and Williams, that's who we're kind of battling, so hopefully Aston Martin doesn't jump us at all at any point. But hopefully, you know, we can start getting this car a little bit better and start earning some more points. But that's really all I have to do now. We can go ahead and hop into the sim, and hopefully we get some things to come in. And, well, off the bat, chassis department, they hit us with a failure. So we're going to have to redo this one. It's not going to be ready in time for the Spanish Grand Prix. It will be ready here for the next one, though. That one sucks, though, boy. Could really use that upgrade to get us in front. But fortunately, we'll have to wait, and we'll have to blow more money. We'll have to blow more research points on this. That's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. We got to do what we got to do. And we'll have to wait as our spark plugs officially come in now. And actually, we can now start working on our energy recovery system here, potentially, whenever we get an opportunity. Or we can go with EC, or the fuel efficient ECU. We'll probably go with the stators, just because it's something that kind of, you know, our ERS is extremely bad at this stage. And until we get some upgrades into it, it's not going to get much better. So that might be one thing we go with. Definitely not going with cylinder head anytime soon, because that is... Although it would be nice to have it, but actually that might actually be the thing we might want to consider. But boy, even if we had the resource points now, I mean, look when that will come in. That bad boy not coming in until after the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We'll be here before Canada though, which is nice. But yeah, we'll have to look into that one and see what's going on. But back to the sim, you know, not much going on. Durability, we got the little upgrade. Aerodynamic department is requesting our attendance today, so let's see what issue we can help them out with. R&D believe they are on the verge of a major breakthrough and require your time in the simulator immediately. It would mean you missing an important meeting with the aerodynamics department. What should I tell them? So it sounds interesting. It doesn't look like this one matters. Yeah, one needs this meeting, and yeah, it doesn't look like this is doing anything for us. So, well, I mean, I guess we'll go check it out. I mean, I don't see what the purpose of that one was. It really doesn't. It doesn't boost morale. It doesn't do really anything for anybody. So, oh well, it is what it is. Let's get back to the simulation of things. And that'll put us into the Pirelli Hot Lap. So we choose drift or choose autocross. Haven't done either one yet, so I guess we'll decide on which one we want to do here. But I've seen what the autocross is. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of it, but I haven't seen what drift is yet either. But autocross might be the easiest to actually get done, so I guess we'll go with that. We'll be in the Aston Martin, so I guess we'll see what we can do at the Pirelli Hot Lap. Let's get into it, boys. All right, boys, time for the Pirelli Hot Lap here at the Spanish Grand Prix. We'll see what we can do here in the Aston Martin. I don't know why for the sport cars or supercars, whatever you want to call them. I don't know. I just kind of like going on the outside of them rather than driving in the front cockpit view like we normally do with the F1 cars. So we'll see what we can do. Plus, it gives us an opportunity to look at the car too. So here we go through the Aston Martin here, and boy, this is honestly, I'm not really sure what's the kind of point of driving these supercars on here. Like, I mean, they just don't handle the best up here, and now you're having us just weave in and out. There's another thing. Who takes these lines? Like who is racing like that? I guess it's more of a how good are you on the wheel or the stick or whatever you want to call it. But I guess we'll see what we can do. Don't know if we're going to actually be able to get that 150 time or do better than that one. Do better than 150. But I guess we're going to try and give it a go. Oh, boy, we got on those brakes real late there. Definitely need to hop on that a little bit sooner, but yeah, we're trying to give it a run here. Oh, boy, whoa. Picking up a lot of speed, and boy, I don't know how we didn't hit that. Oh boy! And I think you're supposed to kind of carry speed through that a little bit more too than what we did. Oh boy, but now we're off the track. Boy, I'm just like babying this throttle. Oh boy, can we get the? Oh, we hit a damn cone. Well, we still might be able to get through even though we hit the cone, and looks like we will. So, hit the cone, got 5 seconds, so we actually had a lot of time to spare. And didn't think it was going to actually be that easy or that quick at that time, but hey, we get it done. So, Pirelli Hot Lap, we'll take the $100,000 and we'll take the 1,000 Acclaim. We've been trying to get closer and closer to that second sponsor. All right, so practice actually went fairly well. So we're gonna gain about, looks like 900 resource points. So Tail, you know, not the best we got out of him, but you know, not too bad. We'll get some, you know, some discounts here. ECU getting a discount. Stators, which I think we're actually gonna go ahead and pull the trigger and get those. If anything, you know, yeah, it's getting even more of a discount. Cylinder head, we'd love to go ahead and get that upgrade going to that at some point. That'll probably be the next thing we actually do go after. If not, we'll go after the ECU. I mean, we may even be able to get the ECU at the same time too. I'm not too positive, but yeah, so far, you know, looking good. We'll hop into this qualification. See you guys in there. All right, let's see how this goes for us. We'll get ready for qualification around Barcelona. Very interested to see how this goes, because as I said, it was actually going somewhat decent in qualification, but you know, never know how that actually is gonna compare up. Because I never ran on the soft tires in there, so we'll see how it goes. But hopefully everything, you know, checks out and work out. You know, hopefully some of these upgrades that we did get, you know, help give us a little bit of a boost. But here we go, our qualification lap to see if we can try to find a way getting the quali 2 is underway and down the nice long straightaway. Let's burn up some ERS. Hopefully they're using some of it. We'll get through here in the first turn, and boy, kind of almost lost it a little bit there. And coming out of this, not too bad. Sticking to the racing line for the most part. And ooh, we took that deep and wide, but able to get back on it. Hopefully that doesn't cost us too much. Sainz puts up a 121, so we kind of know what to look at, what's a good score. Imagine 121, 120, maybe even a 119 is possibly the fastest you can get around here. Not too positive. We did not take that section well at all. Running up on the curb as well, so yeah, there's definitely some areas we can do with improvement coming around these turns and whatnot, but let's see what we can do. Oh boy, we're losing it. Went well wide on that portion. And here's probably one of the most annoying chicanes that we can actually deal with. Ooh, took a lot of that curve right there. And coming around here, we're going to get a 121 ourselves. It puts us in P2, so that just tells me Sainz was not fairly quick coming out of there. So we'll see what we can do. Maybe Sainz got held up or something. But let's go try another run and see what we can do. Yeah, taking a look, I believe about everybody's about in at this point. Yeah, thought 119. Looks like even 118 is possible. I'm sure Verstappen and Leclerc, Hamilton, I'm sure they can probably push their cars even a little bit further. So at the moment, we have fallen all the way down to P16. You know, we're fighting with Aston Martin and Williams, so we're not too far off of either one of Sebastian Vettel or Albon. So we know some of the corners where we kind of has a little iffiness to it, but looks like for us, it's Sector 2 that they're gaining the most time on us. And so we'll try and see what we can do, because we're definitely getting them in Sector 1 and Sector 3. So let's give it another run, and hopefully we can do well. Well, we really have not done much improvement through Sector 2, or just really during this at all. Only gained 1/10 back, but don't know if that's going to be enough as we come through the final chicane here. We got popped up off that curve. We're gonna get, looks like just under 1/10. Actually, not even gonna get that. We got barely half of 1/10, so it does move us into P15. If we do make it a quality 2, though, it's gonna be raining out there. I know, but we're in the way of Sonoda. But yeah, if we do, it's gonna end up being, oh boy, we're all off the track. Anyway, but yeah, it's probably gonna be Q2 is gonna end up with some rain. So if we do end up making it through, we're gonna have to deal with that. So guess we'll see, but we'll see if we make it through any further or not. Highly doubt it though. Not too optimistic on that. And we do not make it. We're actually gonna be behind Alex Albon, and he got us by 0.2 tenths. So yeah, Vettel boy, Vettel had a really good lap. Now we're supposed to kind of be behind them, but it's unfortunate. Teo we're kind of right on par with one another, so that's good. Sonoda, boy, he just must not do well on this track. He's not going to be far off of us either. We do out-qualify Lance Stroll, which is good for us. Latifi just awful around this track. 3 seconds off of the leader at the moment, which is a Ferrari. Sainz on the clear. Sainz. So it's a Sainz home track, so I expect him to have a very good showing out here. If anything, he's probably the favorite. He may not still be the favorite, but he should be a favorite to win this one here this time. But without further ado, you guys, let's head to the intro and the starting grid. I'll see you guys in there.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day, he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. The Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya then, a high-speed 2.89-mile circuit which demands an efficient downforce package and bravery on the part of the driver, especially through the blind right of turn 9, which we might just see taken flat out this weekend. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Perez, Valtteri Bottas, and Fernando Alonso. Norris, Magnussen, Hamilton, and Esteban Ocon. Mick Schumacher, Ricciardo, Max Verstappen. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Gasly, Joe, Vettel, Alex Albon, and Ace. Théo Pourchaire, Sonoda, Stroll, and Nicholas Latifi. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. It's race day yet again, and joining me for a chat is Natalie Pinkham. Now, our racers are certainly in for a rough day today. What will you be watching for as they go down into turn 1?
Well, the start of the race is always one of the most nerve-wracking parts. You have to hope that everyone is able to get a clean start. And this is possibly the trickiest part of the entire race. So many drivers in such a small space. And finding your braking point into turn 1 as well. It's testament to the driver's skill that there aren't more incidents.
All right, let's take a quick look at our race strategy. You know, not much else is changing. Once again, man, they are loading up this. I'm not messing with the fuel for this one, man. I'm not running that risk of running out of fuel yet again. But interesting decision there. Looks like you can also go soft, sauce, hards, which interesting. So no mediums for the second strategy there. But yeah, not really much for us to do. Let's go ahead and hop into the formation lap. Let's see what they're talking about.
The formation lap gets underway, and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure that their car is ready for the battle once the lights go out. As the cars make their way back to the starting grid to form up and get ready for lights out, let's hope the race ahead today is a thrilling one that will go down as a memorable Grand Prix in the history books.
And here we go, everybody. The 5 red lights here at the Spanish Grand Prix are out. And we'll see what we can do. It looks like Joe has a slow start up there. We're behind Vettel. Gasly also looking a little slow, but we'll see what we can do. We got Théo trying to pressure us on our outside. We're taking the inside here, see if we can maybe gain a position or so. Not able to do it there. Théo, we're leaving him some room over there. We're battling with our teammate as Albon is trying to pull away from us. And boy, we are losing some grip coming around there for whatever reason. And Vettel is actually able to pass Guan Yu. And Lance Stroll looks like he's trying to, he's on the soft tire. So we do hit, Aston Martins are on the sauce for this one. So interesting strategy. They're going to take the 2-stop. We tried to avoid hitting Albon, so we kind of went down that inside there. Teammate Théo's also trying to make that pass of us, but not allowing it. And coming down the final chicane here of lap number 1, we are with Max Verstappen. He's coming down the long straightaway as he looks to try and take the AlphaTauri Pierre Gasly. As Max looking to make up quite a bit of ground after the grid penalty, having to switch out some engine components, and he will get the job done on Gasly. He's going to get back to the racing line, keep the inside. Oh, they're going to actually bump tires with one another. Gasly not trying to give it back right away, but Verstappen will get it done, and he'll take claim of P13. And coming into lap number 2, We are on board with Mick Schumacher, who is eyeing down Esteban Ocon coming into turn 1. And Schumacher get the pass on him. They are pretty much running side by side. Schumacher on the softs has the faster compound and still going side by side is Esteban Ocon and Mick Schumacher. Can Schumacher get the job done and make the pass? They are absolutely battling it out. Ocon not going away easily, even though he's on the medium tires. They come around yet again. And Schumacher with the inside line this time coming down the straightaway. Schumacher, will he get it? He squeezes Ocon to the outside. And Mick Schumacher will get the job done getting into P10. Well, one thing to keep an eye on would be Max Verstappen with that penalty. He's starting pretty far in here in the mid-pack. We'll see what he ends up doing at the end of this race. But through the first lap, no ground really made at all, but our teammate Teo is picking up ground on us. He's probably got his ERS. He's going to deploy it, and he's going to make that pass on us. Can we get him back? No, we're not going to risk anything either. And Teo makes the nice move as we got Lance Stroll behind us now. Honestly, I'm not really worried about Stroll, even if he does pass. He's on those soft tires, so imagine, I think that strategy was, what, go 8 laps around, so yeah, Stroll not really as concerned with him at the moment, but we do need to get our teammate back though. And on lap number 3 here, we are back on with Max Verstappen looking to make the move on Danny Ricciardo. Will he has the racing line, but Ricciardo has the inside, and Ricciardo will be able to hold off Verstappen for now. But how long will it last? As the Red Bull driver is definitely trying to make this pass and get as far up the grid as possible. And oh, he's trying to make it to the outside here. Can he get the outside on Ricciardo? Trying to squeeze him inside. He has the racing line. And Max Verstappen passes Daniel Ricciardo. Gets the Aussie man on the medium tires, even though Ricciardo is on the soft compound. Max Verstappen trying to eat up as many drivers as possible to get into a good situation with the points. All right, using some ERS to kind of just stay within everything. Kind of gaining some ground here on Teo a little bit. Stroll catching us, mainly because he's on the soft tire, but also probably because he's got a much better engine under his hood. But Teo, let's lead on through here as we took a lot of that curve there. And we are on the rear of Teo. Teo, either get a move on or get out the way, big dog. First opportunity to use some ERS and DRS at the same time. Catches us back up a little bit to Teo here. And ooh, Teo takes the racing line. We took it inside though, and still not able to make that overtake. But we might be able to get him on the long straightaway. And going into lap number 4, we are back here with Max Verstappen again. He's got another man in sight. It's Esteban Ocon. We saw Ocon battle with Mick Schumacher earlier. We'll see how this one goes. Can he hold off Max Verstappen though? Wasn't able to hold Schumacher off, but he is defending him through the early sector of Sector 1. And Esteban Ocon is not trying to get that position away easily, but we know Verstappen in the quicker Red Bull trying to get the job done, cannot get around. But we know it's not going to go away that easily for Ocon. Verstappen's going to be all over his tail as he tries to make up ground. All right, ERS and DRS, let's see what we can do. We're trying to catch ground here on Teo a little bit. Looks like we got somebody up there making a pass on somebody. Looks like somebody's trying to make a pass on Vettel. It looks like it was done. Looks like it was an AlphaTauri. It looks like it may have been Pierre Gasly making that move. But we're trying to catch up to Teo here and find a way to see if we can pass him at all. But kind of he's playing pretty good defense and he's not allowing us through. And here comes Max Verstappen. He'll have DRS open here on lap number 5. Ocon does not have it on Mick Schumacher. And Verstappen going around to make the pass, but Ocon is still defending him off. He cannot get around. Ocon playing good defense so far as Max Verstappen has to be frustrated. He knows he can get into P11 and getting closer and closer to the points. He can sniff it. But Ocon playing great defense is not allowing him to get through. That curve really messed us up right there, but all right, kind of popped us up and made us lose some time to Teo and Stroll behind us. We're going to use some ERS again, but we are with the DRS train here. And Stroll trying to make a, it looks like he was going to try and make a pass, but he's not catching quick enough. we'll still be sitting here in P19 probably for a good little while until we can pass Teo. If we can even pass him. Later in lap 5, we are back with Max Verstappen. He's got Ocon in sight. He's got DRS open. He's taking down the inside line. Ocon can't defend it this time. Ocon does have the racing line, but Verstappen is able to get back in the racing line. And Verstappen finally is able to get to Ocon. Ocon did a good job defending him for about a lap and a half. But the Red Bull is too quick and too fast to be able to defend it. And he eyes Mick Schumacher next as his next victim. We're on the backside of Teo for sure. Here through sector 3 for the most part. And it's just kind of a long deal. Boy, we took that sloppy. Oh, that one pops us up again. Yikes. We took that one real sloppy here. And Stroll is trying to pounce. Can we defend him though? We're squeezing him way out there. We're going to use some ERS. Stroll not able to make that pass so far. We're going to defend that inside. He's going to the racing line. And Stroll will not be able to get that overtake done just yet. And he'll have to go back into the hole where he came from. Boy, Stroll lost a lot of time through sector 1. Right now, Tsunoda is behind him. And Tsunoda could be trying to make an overtake back there to get Stroll for P20. And here at the back of the grid, we are on board here with Yuki Tsunoda trying to chase down Lance Stroll. He has DRS open, Stroll does not. Tsunoda trying to take the outside line to get to Stroll. Tsunoda trying to keep Stroll off the racing line. He does. He pinches Stroll inside, and Yuki Tsunoda has claimed his spot. Lance Stroll, even though he's on the softer compound, is not able to hold off Yuki Tsunoda, although them soft tires have to be getting a little worn out by now. And oh, we have a caution up here. Yellow flag is out. What is the issue? Somebody is slow. And oh, it's Pierre Gasly. Gasly will be out of the Spanish Grand Prix here. And oh boy, the AlphaTauri. No, they cannot be happy as his engine pops. That actually allowed us to catch back up to Teo and Albon some, so we'll gladly take that. And it looks like Stroll may have went to the pit lane. I don't know if he had some damage back there or what, or maybe it was just time for him to change them tires out. Maybe they wore on him a lot quicker than what they were expected, but he is no longer part of any of this at the moment. And boy, we're just trying to stick with Teo here. We're going to see if we can try to make that outside pass. We are side by side through the next turn, and we finally get ahead of Teo here. And we're just able to make that pass. Now can we keep him as we go into the dirt some? But looks like we're going to be able to hold on to this. And Teo has to give up the spot. But we got DRS. Teo, unfortunately, does not have DRS anymore. And Tsunoda will have it on him. So I don't know if Teo will be able to hold on to that P18 for a while or not. But I'll go hunt down Albon and see what we can do. You know, if we can get him and then possibly Guan Yu, that would be nice. I don't know if we'll ever be able to get up to Guan Yu. Just also on the faster car than we are too. So. And once again here on the back portion of the grid, we have Yuki Tsunoda looking to overtake Teo. Can Teo defend him off? Yuki Tsunoda trying to take the inside line, is not able to get it. Teo able to defend well. And Tsunoda will try and have to find another way to try and pass the Frenchman. Tsunoda so far not having a good race for the most part. You know, typically he's a little bit higher, more in the midfield, kind of fighting for that 11th, 12th spot. It's just not a good track for him so far, but he is trying to see if he can make a pass. He will have DRS coming down the long straightaway here. We'll see if he can. Teo can defend him off. He doesn't have DRS on us though. And here comes Yuki Tsunoda trying to make the pass on Teo. Will he be able to get him on the inside or outside? We'll see which direction. He's going down the inside. Teo does not have DRS to defend though. And Yuki Tsunoda is actually going to get pushed back to the outside, but can he get him on the next turn? Tsunoda and Teo battling wheel to wheel. And Tsunoda has the inside line, and it looks like Teo is getting a little pushed out to the outside, but they're still battling. And oh, it looks like Tsunoda is actually going to find a way to finally get the overtake. And Danny Ricciardo is in the pit. So if you guys are pitting, I guess the people who took the soft compound are in the pit. So I don't know how well that will work for those guys, but it has allowed us to gain a couple spots for the meantime, and we'll see, you know, what's going to happen with those alternate pit strategies. I think they go soft, hard. So let's take a look. Lap 11 now, and coming out of the pits is Carlos Sainz. He's trying to get ahead of Esteban Ocon, and Ocon is actually going to get out in front of him. But the big thing is about this, behind him is Charles Leclerc, who was leading the Grand Prix. He pitted a lap before his teammate Carlos Sainz, and Carlos Sainz is out in front, and he's virtually running in P1 at the moment at his home Grand Prix. And this could be huge for the Spaniard, because you know he wants to put on a good show for his home country. But not only that, he wants to win it, and he just might do it as he is in front of Charles Leclerc. Best we have taken that section the entire time, including like qualification and practice, boy, because that time we actually gained quite a bit of time on Albon and Guan Yu. So I don't know if we'll actually be able to get a move done here, but maybe in the next couple laps or so we can make that push. And Vettel has come to the pit, so has Schumacher and Lando Norris. Norris is already headed to the hard tire compound, so could be a strategy of going soft, hard, soft maybe? I'm not sure, but at the moment we're running P12. On board with Lando Norris here on lap 13. As he comes down through the chicane looking to see if he can find a way to get in front of the AlphaTauri, and Lando Norris coming down the line, and oh, Lando is still in second gear, and Lando Norris is gonna be out of the Spanish Grand Prix. His engine has failed him. He is stuck in second gear. Yellow flags come out, and looks like that is gonna do it for Norris. He's gonna have to find a way to park this on the side somewhere. And yeah, he's stuck in second gear. Wow, and there he goes. We got actually a pretty good exit on Albon there. We might actually have an opportunity. We're using some ERS. We got the racing line. He has the inside. We're going around. Can we get Albon here? Going to use a little more ERS. And Albon still trying to defend. But I think we're going to get Albon there for P11 at the moment. Next, we're trying to hunt down Guan Yu. Don't know if we'll be able to get it done, but, you know, hey, that's our hope. But Albon has become a victim of ours. Lap 14 here. Carlos Sainz, the home Grand Prix favorite, is passing Esteban Ocon on the hard tires. Ocon is yet to pit yet, still on the mediums right now. And Carlos Sainz gets the job done as he gets into P7. He's looking good so far here in this race. Already having the pit stop done. See what he can do. He's going to be on these hard tires for a long time. Hopefully we have a good pit stop. No issues there. We gained some time on hopefully Albon and Guan Yu. We don't know if Guan Yu's coming in though. We don't actually know if either one is, but looks like Guan Yu is staying out. We are coming in. So is Albon as well. We got yellow flags up there though. Not really sure what's going on up there though. Actually, no. Albon stayed. Or Albon is coming in. Excuse me. Oh. And we get an optimal pit time. Let's go, boys. Let's have no issues with this. 2.5, not the best. Could have been better. How much further ahead? We got a little bit ahead of Albon. I don't think we gained too much time, though. We got Sebastian Vettel out here to our left. Another rival. We don't know where Vettel is, like, in the thing, boy. These cold tires, these cold hards, boy. Woo-wee. Let us take that extremely bad. Stroll is way back there. He's almost 9 seconds behind us. So, yeah, Stroll's strategy is not working out for him. Hopefully we can get some distance between Albon, get out of his DRS range. We're 2 seconds behind Vettel. I don't know if Vettel has to pit again, though. Vettel was on soft tires. I don't know if he is able to take these hard tires to the end of the race. He's been on them for a while now, so I guess that'll be one thing to look at. But I know somebody who had been racing is Guan Yu Zhou, so we'll see what he has when he comes in for his pit stop. We'll see if we can kind of get in front. But right now, our biggest threat is Albon. All right, let's burn up some of this ERS. Let's see where we're at. Guan Yu, where is he at? And oh, Guan Yu must have got held up quite a bit in the pits. We come out well ahead of him. And oh boy, not a good look for Alfa Romeo. I don't know if they had any issues or not, but We are well out in front of Guan Yu. So was Albon, and I think Teo has also passed Guan Yu. So a really poor pit stop for the Alfa Romeo crew. Well, it's kind of like I said earlier, not really sure the strat that Vettel is on, but however, we are actually catching him. So it'll be interesting to see what we can do. That position that he has might end up being ours. We have really done a good job distancing ourselves from Albon, so right now it's just kind of see what Vettel is going to end up doing for the rest of this race, and we'll see what the rest of the grid is actually doing. Gaining some good time here on Vettel through Sector 1. We're getting close to DRS range. We're actually in it at the moment. We'll see if we'll be able to get it and keep it. But I think we will be able to have an opportunity to make that pass on him. Yeah, through the chicane, we're on his neck. We're going to have DRS on Vettel. Hopefully we can gain some time from him, but we're running all up on that curve. That is not a good thing. Let's see if we can gain any time. We're actually losing time with DRS. I guess he's using some DRS to defend us off, but perfectly fine. The next DRS zone isn't for a while, but see what we can do here with Vettel on lap 21. Lap 22 now. We are on board with George Russell, and he has Checo in his sight. Sergio Perez. He's got DRS on Perez. Can Perez defend him off coming into the first turn? And oh, Checo locks up and goes way long and deep into the turn. And George Russell right now is on the podium for P3. The question is, can Russell keep it? A huge mistake from the Mexican driver. Is Russell is now on the podium. Boy, you know Perez wants to be on that podium. He wants to keep Red Bull as high as possible in the Constructors' Championship, especially with Verstappen not having a similar or not having a race that he's normally used to having. And wow. And also with Ferrari, Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc leading the way here in this one. They're easily P1, P2 as Sainz and Leclerc come through the end of sector as they're coming through sector 3. Yeah, we're on Vettel's tail now. We're going to have ERS and DRS coming through. We took that section bad, or that little last turn bad. Vettel was able to get out of that from us pretty easily. Back up to 7/10, but let's see what we can do as we're trying to burn some ERS and use his DRS and some slipstream to see how much closer we can get to Vettel. We're not going to be able to pass him at all, but we're on his neck, and we are coming after the 4-time world champion. Lap 30 now. We're trying to find a way to make a pass on Vettel. We kind of tapped him a little bit, and Vettel is not going to be able to hold on to his position. And oh my goodness, Sebastian Vettel, a little love tap. I don't know, that may have been slightly dirty, but it made him lose a little bit of control here. He'll have DRS. Question is, can he catch us on the straightaway? Sebastian Vettel trying to come down the inside. Can he keep it? We're taking the inside line, excuse me, the outside. We're taking the inside line. And Vettel also trying to bounce back with us. We're trying to defend him off, but Vettel is not going to be able to get that pass, and we keep our racing line. And Vettel gives up the position. And coming down the final turn of the Barcelona Grand Prix, Carlos Sainz will win his home Grand Prix for the first time in his young career. Charles Leclerc, P2, George Russell coming down the final turn. He will be on the podium again. He'll come down in P3 after the lockup from Sergio Perez. That will put him in P4. And following Perez will be Lewis Hamilton coming in P5. Max Verstappen works his way all the way up to P6. Fernando Alonso coming through the final chicane will come out here in P7, and followed by him will be Valtteri Bottas coming in P8. Kevin Magnussen will get the Haas car to finish in P9 as Esteban Ocon in P10 trying to make a move but will not have enough time to get there. Will round out the points, and it is Carlos Sainz getting the victory here in his home Grand Prix in Barcelona. You love to see it for the home man. What a race for the Spaniard. And our final time. We lost our back end there. Oh my goodness, not sure what in the world happened there, but our final time through that chicane, thankfully, is gonna net us a P13 as we end up getting past the Aston Martin and Vettel. They go flying by us there, but P13, our best finish we've had in a while. I think that's our second best finish of the year, if I'm not mistaken. Verstappen does get driver of the day. I'm curious to see where he ended up finishing. here in this race. But yeah, how about that podium? It is a 1-2. Congratulations, Carlos Sainz, getting a win, another one this year. I believe that's his second of the season, but he wins his home Grand Prix. You know, the fans are absolutely loving that. Leclerc with second place, and Ferrari extends their lead on Red Bull even further for the Constructors' Championship. And George Russell with another podium. So Russell's had a very solid so far season, and he's continued to extend his lead on his teammate Lewis Hamilton. Well, that would do it for us. Let's see, we were penalty free, but we did not have the faster lap. I don't know. It's still interesting show getting faster laps on us, but that's okay. I mean, we're smoking them out the water anyway. But Acclaim going up some more. You know, we'll take it getting closer and closer to that next sponsorship bonus if we can get it. And we'll see what the damages are. I believe we had underbody damage, so hopefully that doesn't affect us too much. You know, it doesn't cost us, you know, a ton of money, but it's like 20K, and dang, Teo 40K. So we ended up only gaining $40,000. It was $60,000 in damages, so we really don't even come out with a profit. But we are at $3 million. You love to see it. It's good stuff, boys. Now we can finally get that next upgrade for that powertrain unit that we desperately need. But next, we have the dreadful Monaco Grand Prix, and that is a Grand Prix that majority of drivers do not want to drive. It's tight. It's going to be all based off the qualification, and pretty much for the most part, because there's no real great opportunities to make overtakes. But we'll see if we can get through that one. I'm not looking forward to it, but before we get out of here, let's check and see what this aerodynamic department they want us to. It's worth it. Thank you for your help. So I don't know what what that ended up meaning, but yeah, not much there. Not much there. You guys, I do want to say thank you all very much for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts here on the F122 My Team Career series so far. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with this series. And more that we also posted on the channel. Also have MLB The Show 22, Toronto Blue Jays franchise going on the channel as well. So if you guys also would enjoy that, the playlist link is in the description. Playlist link also in the description if you have missed any of these videos here, and it's also popping up on your screen for the F122 My Team Career. But once again, guys, thank you all for watching. I'm out till next time, everybody. I hope you guys stay safe out there. I'll catch you guys in the next one. God bless and peace. Close it out, Future.
And it's the love from my fans got me still here.